Hey, what's up? Seventyne here, taking a look at the single-player parkour puzzle game Welkin Road, developed by one-man developer Gregor. His first officially released title. Welkin Road takes the base concept of Mirror's Edge parkour movement and applies it to a harder, more puzzle-like setting. The game doesn't follow any kind of story, focusing primarily on gameplay and speedrunning the numerous levels. As a new player to the game, it's highly suggested that you start from the very first level, as the game slowly introduces new gameplay mechanics and puzzle elements with each new level. Then it could get a little bit overwhelming if you were to skip forward and start from, say, level 5 or something like that. Even starting from level 1, there are puzzles that will leave you stumped for a good while until it finally clicks. Welkin Road's parkour gameplay is fast and high-flying, although probably not as free-flowing as Mirror's Edge's parkour gameplay, purely because the level of puzzle difficulty has been raised significantly in this game, and it does have you pausing to try and figure them out a lot more often. The addition of the grappling hook also takes the game to new heights quite literally, as you swing large divides between platforms, grappling at the last possible second to get the momentum you need. The grappling hook is where most of the game's puzzle elements come from too, as they are heavily physics based, meaning they take into account your speed, direction, and even the length of your grappling hook into account while swinging. The complexity of the grappling hook is even furthered, as the orbs that you grapple onto can have their very own set of mechanics attached to them, from blue orbs only maintaining a grapple for so long, green orbs activating certain elements of the map, and some orbs even having default movement set to them, for instance an orb that changes your direction completely. There is one grappling mechanic in the game though that is the complete opposite of fast movement and quick traversal of the environment, and that's these grappling walls that manage to slow the game's pace down to a crawl, slowly pulling yourself up the wall in what is more of a nuisance than any kind of challenge. When these are flipped to be horizontal facing though, they become a lot better of a mechanic. Other elements of parkour do play a part in the puzzles as well, just not as much as the grappling does. You'll still be wall running over gaps or to be able to make jumps, and sometimes you'll even get sections like this that took me about 20 times before I got it just right, jumping from wall to wall. The movement system, however, does lack momentum build-up like you see in Mirror's Edge, gaining speed while sprinting. Welkin Road only has a jog and a sprint. For a game all about movement and momentum, it would have been nice to see this implemented into the game, not to mention the ability to slide. There's something just so satisfying about being able to slide onto objects at speed, and Welkin Road is unfortunately missing that mechanic as well. Instead, opting for a crouched walk that slows the game down probably just a little bit too much. After completing a level, you'll be scored on your time, and your first run is probably going to be pretty poor, somewhere around the 20 to 30 minute mark. This is where a lot of the game's replayability will come from though, especially for speedrunners, and I have no doubt that this game will be a speedrun game, as it really does require almost absolute precision, not to mention it will be quite impressive to watch. There's even a separate game mode for speedrunners that splits the level into 4 segments that are individually timed, so you can see what areas you need to improve in to get a better overall time, able to reduce your run times to about the 5 to 10 minute mark. There are no hints in this mode, so it is best advised you start with the campaign version of the levels first, and at the game's current stage of development there aren't any leaderboards for the speedrunning, but this is expected to be added very soon, making the mode even more competitive, as you won't just be trying to beat your own times. Other features of the game include various hidden challenge collectibles found around each level in the campaign mode that, if collected, will add a bonus to your final score. Other than that though, the game keeps things fairly simple and all about the gameplay. Altogether, Welkin Road is a fantastic parkour-based puzzle game that feels amazing when you get a really good run going without any deaths, just freely moving fast through the levels. Even without the speedrun leaderboards, I found myself running levels continuously to beat my previous scores. There are some puzzle elements that are a little bit odd, like the grappling wall that doesn't really fit the game, but the rest of the puzzles and mechanics are fantastic. If you're looking for a parkour game that holds a little bit more challenge than some of the other games in its genre, and specifically focused on speedrunning, then Welkin Road is definitely worth a look. If you're after something with a bit more than just gameplay as its focus, Welkin Road doesn't offer any kind of story or much at all past its gameplay. Anyway, that's been my player preview of Welkin Road. The game is currently available to purchase on Steam's Early Access for $12 or your regional equivalent. If you want to find out more about the game, check out the links below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.